Are we on? Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Please say hello when you come on. We had a little internet glitch right there, so I'm a little uncertain. Please say hey when you get here. My name is Tracy, and I'm a brand ambassador with Dixie Belle Paint, and I'm coming to you live tonight right here in my shop. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and we go live. Hi, Brandy. We go live every single Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Central Time, right here to share with you whatever it is that I'm working on. And tonight I bring you this. My armoire, I posted it today. It is I'm calling it a petite armoire. And I painted that for the new silk line that came out. It's actually not a custom order, so it's just something that I had in my shop. I thought, oh, I can use this, and I wanted to use the new Decoupage paper by Dixie Belle. So what I'm gonna show you guys tonight is how I got this sort of a highlighted and shadowed look with the new silk paint. It's kind of a grunge look, but it's the silk paint, which has a very clean finish to it, and a lot of people like to use one color, 2, 3 colors, but it's usually got a really clean look to it. Well, I wanted to show that you can actually use it and get an aged, I actually prefer more of an aged look, so that is what I'm gonna do with you guys tonight. Hi, everybody. Please tell your friends that we're on. I would love it if you would do that. I know that the other brand ambassadors have let me know that we've got this stars thing going on here that we are not super excited about, but it is here. If someone uses it, Dixie Belle will donate that, whatever that is, to charity because we can't get rid of it. So just try to ignore it is what I'm going to ask of you. Anyway, thank you for being here. I know, Susan, isn't it beautiful? So let me roll this up to you. I've got it on wheels. I'm going to roll it a little bit closer, so you can see it up close. It's so pretty. I love the paper so much. What's really cool is it doesn't look like paper in person at all. My daughter Haley, she's 31. She came over to see me, and she came out and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, where did you get that? How did you do that? Did you paint that?" I was like, "No, it's paper. It's tissue paper. It's decoupage paper. Isn't it beautiful?" Hi, Dixie Belle. Thank you for being here. Hi, Valerie. Hey, Liz. I just commented on your post. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you could do that, Susan. You could decoupage this on over your existing backsplash if you don't like it. Just prime it, do the decoupage paper, and then gator hide over the top of it. And gator hide is solid. Gator hide's what I have over my backsplash in my kitchen. It's held up beautifully to water. I've got it behind my cooktop. It would be protected. So it's very, very pretty, and I loved all of the colors in it. Of course, I've added some would you bid wings. I've got the camera on the up and down angle tonight because my husband's not here tonight. Matt is not here. I know, ladies, don't be so sad. But he is not here tonight. His dad's funeral is on Friday, so that we have a lot of family in town. So anyway, I had to put it up and down so when I scoot it back, y'all can watch me paint from high to low. So I have a surprise for you, okay? We're not only gonna use the new silk paint tonight, but we are going to also, going to stencil with one of the new stencils. Not really new anymore. The stencils aren't new anymore, right? Not the silk screen stencil, just the regular stencil, which is what I did right up here. Can you see up here? And then also down around the bottom, down there, you can see it. That's the Morocco stencil, and we are going to use the gilding waxes in 2 different colors. What color did I use? Zinc and copper. I have posted this on Tracy's Fancy. Everything that I used is listed over there if you'll follow me over there. And I also will have the whole entire completed project on my website, which, by the way, my website, it's 12 years old, but we just redid it and it just launched this past week. So I would love it if you would go over there. It is all things Dixie Belle, all projects Dixie Belle. So I'd love for you to check that out as well. I put my link above this video if y'all want to go over there and sign up, because so many people say, "I never got to see your project finished. Where was it finished?" Well, it was in my blog. Did you sign up for my blog? Because my blog comes out every Sunday and all the photos are there and the description is there. So thank you, Laura. You're so sweet. Actually, it's been a couple of weeks, but you know, with COVID, they make you wait forever before you can actually have a service. So we finally get to go honor that sweet, sweet man on Friday morning. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, so thank you, Deb. Let's get busy. Let's get to painting. Oh, the other thing is I've used patina. This real brightness around the edges here, all around the edges, all up in here. This is the patina spray. I use the patina spray as well. So if we can get around to that, I did it right here on the handle. I did it down here on the keyhole. So we'll even talk about the patina collection a little bit if we have time, okay? Thank you, Cynthia. I get so many comments. The lady at Whataburger today commented on my earrings. Thank you. They're from Target and they were $5 at Target. Simple, simple, simple. All right, so I'm gonna back it on up. So I have a surprise. Are you ready? Are you ready for the surprise? When you see things online, they are not always as you think they are. Nothing is perfect, right? Nothing is perfect. There's always another side. Watch this. For the first time ever and ever and ever and ever, I posted a finished product like this in all of its glory, staged with all the foofy things. But guess what? She wasn't done. She's not finished. I didn't finish her. I didn't have time. I ran out of time. Silk launched and I'm like, I'm not done. And I was like, well, if I just take a picture of the front, no one even knows that the sides aren't completed. I didn't complete the sides. That's me being completely honest. So this side is not done and this is the side we're gonna paint, all right? So let me show you what we're gonna do. We are gonna make it look like this. We're gonna do this right here, all right? This is a very aged look. This is not a blend. This is not a fancy blend. It's an aged look that's a little bit highlighted in the middle and low lighted, or what I call shadowed around the outside, and that's it. This is one coat and I'm gonna do it right here with you. We're only doing one coat. I know that silk, the new silk mineral paint does not need, okay, this is the beauty. New silk paint, here we go. We're using these two colors right here. This is what the label looks like. You've probably heard about it all day long. Maybe you've already used it because you've got a retailer in your area that's already carrying it. But you can now order this paint online and have it delivered to your door. I've got my link at the top of this video. You can order these two colors if you like this combination. They work really well together. This is Nautical and Cape Current. Nautical and Cape Current. They are the two boldest colors in the entire neutral silk line. There are 20 beautiful colors in this line. They are an all-in-one paint, all-in-one mineral paint. So they have a built-in stain blocker. They have a built-in top coat. There are stipulations to any all-in-one paint that you find. You need to get it. You need to play with it. It's different than chalk mineral paint. We don't use a lot of water, if any water at all. I didn't use any water on this piece. You can use a tiny, tiny bit. They don't recommend it. You really shouldn't need it. The paint has a little bit different dry time. It feels different. It doesn't like blend. You can't do like super artistic blending like you can with the chalk mineral paint. But the chalk mineral paint, you know, has a very flat look to it when it's done. This one, you don't have to put a top coat on it. If you don't want to. You don't need to. But if you're using it in a kitchen or a bathroom, I'm still gonna recommend, just as added security, put a little gator hide over the top of it when you're done, because that's gonna really amp up the protection. But you do not need it. You don't need it. My laundry room, the black and white stripes, right after I did it, we got our paint. I was able to put black and white silk over my stripes. No prep, no top coat. We are in and out of those 5 doors constantly. Hands, dogs, paint, no top coat. No, there's not one chip. The doors bang against each other. They are getting wiped down all the time with wet cloths. It's held up like a charm. So it's beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I want to paint with you tonight so that you can see that. So they say to use 2 coats for increased durability, but this is just 1 coat, because I knew that we're also going to stencil on top of it, and we're also going to use patina on top of it. So I didn't feel like I needed to do more than that. So let's turn it around here. I'm going to do this really fast. This doesn't take very long at all. This has been cleaned with White Lightning. It did not need scuffing. It is scuffed. It is already scuffed. It's rough, it's old, it's been weathered, it's got water damage on it, it's got peeling veneer down at the bottom. This is scuffed from life, so I don't need to scuff this. It's not glass, it's not metal, it's not a factory finish, okay? All right, so let's get the jars that I want right here. The main color is Cape Currant, okay? It's a very, very bold blue. It's not as blue as cobalt blue in the chalk mineral paint line, but it's pretty blue. And then we're going to do the outside edges. We're going to shadow with Nautical. All right, so Cape Currant and Nautical. Let me get my two brushes. And I thought I had my new Best Dang Wax brush. Hold on, let me grab that brush. All right, so I'm using two brushes, and I may not use my Best Dang Wax brush, the new one, but I might. We'll see. All right, so I just want to have it on hand. So I'm using, brushes don't matter right now, except with the silk paint, you do need to, I would recommend the synthetic brush, a synthetic brush. Now I will say that I used the Scarlet with it, and I didn't really like I love the new Scarlet brush, by the way. Love it. Are y'all familiar with it? I know that they're out of stock. I'm looking to see where mine is. Hold on. Okay, this is the new Scarlet brush. Amazing, amazing. I think I used it last week to paint the zebra, did I? Love it for the chalk mineral paint. I personally didn't like it as much with the silk line. Maybe you will, I'm not sure. Hello, thank you for telling us where you are tuning in from. I just think everybody's gonna have their own opinion and everyone needs to give it a try, all right? Everyone should try the silk paint. So you do want to use mostly dry brush, of course, but I just washed these, so they're slightly damp. I'm just getting some of the moisture off of them. I'm going to use my flat large brush that I've got right here because it's bigger. It's the biggest brush that I have, and it will cover more space as I'm working. And then I'm going to use my oval medium brush. This one here is the oval, just because it's the one that I grabbed. I could use a flat one. It doesn't matter. You're giving me a young and fresh face vibe tonight. Just thought, what? Just thought I'd throw that out. Wow, thank you. Is it because my hair's down? Maybe, I don't know. Haven't been able to order your Scarlet yet. I know, they're not stocked back up. I was so excited that they sent me one. It's really good, you're gonna love it. You will love it. Anyway, this one's the one that we're gonna do around the outside. The only tip that I can give you is that I would like to start painting and then turn around and talk. And then paint and then turn around and talk, right? I do that with the chalk mineral paint. The chalk mineral paint, when it starts to set up, if I talk too long and I turn around, I just missed it with the water, right? And then I keep going because it just kind of reactivates it. The silk line, you really can't do that. You need to be kind of in it when you're in it and move along and realize that it starts to set up differently on the outside. So you don't want to overwork it because you'll end up with brush smokes. What's a brush smoke? Anyone want to guess what a brush smoke is? That might be when a brush stroke meets, I don't even know what a brush, I don't know what that is. I don't know. Sue, you're so sweet. Thank you. So what I did with this one was I decided I would not paint the whole thing and then do the outside. I did like half of it, shadowed it, and then moved down and did half and shadowed the other part. So I'm going to move. Let me go ahead and get this. So here we go. I'm going to use my larger brush for the middle because this is the most color is going to go on here. Isn't it gorgeous? It's a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. Gorgeous for that Mediterranean look, right? I just thought, wow, you know, I don't know. I just saw the decoupage paper and it was like they just needed to be married. They needed to be on the same piece with that Mediterranean vibe. All right, so did y'all crack up that the sides of my armoire were not done? Have y'all ever wondered that when you see completed pieces Have you ever thought, I wonder if that's really finished on all sides? Well, it usually is, but I didn't. All right, so this is one coat. I'm putting plenty on there. One coat, up and down, up and down, up and down, moving kind of quickly here because I'm gonna start playing around with it here. If you're just going with one coat, you're good. You just move on, you're done. It's dry, it needs about 2 hours dry time, where the chalk mineral paint only needs about 20 to 30 minutes. So it needs a little bit longer dry time, but it starts to set up differently. So you gotta get comfortable with that, all right? And then cure time is same as the other, 21 to 30 days, same as the other. So now I'm gonna take my Nautical, which is a super dark navy, and I'm just gonna put that right around the edge, just like this. I'm just gonna paint all around this edge. Make it a little bit dark, but I wanna do it while this other paint is still wet. Whereas the chalk mineral paint, we would, you know, spray with a little water, kind of activate it, and we're not doing that here. All right, so I'm just kind of pulling that out. Now I'm gonna take my other brush and go ahead and move up and down into this, taking it over to the left, bring it back to the right, mixing it up a little bit. Remember, we're not going for a perfect vibe. Just wanna kind of bring our paint colors together, soften that edge out a little bit, and then up here, we'll just take it around. Let's just start bringing it around, just like that. Just real light. I'm kind of doing a little dance. Just like this. And the lights make it a little bit difficult to see, so I'm gonna have to get here in front of it. Sorry, I know that I'm right in front of the camera, but I just wanna make sure that I've got a good little arch going on there. And there we go, that's it. So now I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna get down in here. Can y'all still see me down here? And I'm gonna finish this bottom part. Same thing, covering it with one coat. Again, the piece had been primed with White Lightning, washed back really well. I did not need to scuff it. I'm putting on one coat of paint. I'm shadowing with one color of paint, and that is gonna be it. I'm gonna let it dry, and it's gonna be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring my strokes all the way up like this. Now I'm gonna get my other brush, shadow it in my Nautical, bring it all the way around. I just realized that I left the Nautical on this part, I left brown and put Nautical straight over it, whereas the other one, I put the other blue down first. So it may be, we may have to take some of this Nautical all the way up, just to kind of fix that. So the beauty of the chalk mineral paint is that you can reactivate it. This you really aren't really gonna have the ability to reactivate. So you just need to work quickly if you're gonna do something artistic with it, but you certainly can. You can get artistic with this paint as well. You just have to play around with it till you get used to it. And you're gonna get a lot of workout. Look at this, up and down. I love doing armoires because of this. A lot of leg work. All right, I'm gonna fix my little arch here. I'm going real light. Sorry Matt's not here, guys. He would be like over here where y'all could see. Same thing down here. Just gonna come around and kind of fix this oval shape so it looks like we've got a good highlight in the middle. This is a real ladylike thing I got going on here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. We're gonna stencil. We're gonna stencil on it, and we're gonna put patina on it. So there we go. You see how fast that was? Super fast, and I'm out of breath. All right, so now I'm gonna spin this around because I did the other side ahead of time so that we can do some peekaboo stenciling. So the beauty of this is, guys, it's done. Like, we're done. We don't have to decide, do I wanna put satin top coat on it? Do I wanna put gloss on it? Do I need to put something on it? No, you don't. I mean, you don't have to with the chalk mineral paint either, but this has a built-in top coat, so it's actually hardy. It's very hardy. Isn't that amazing? Oh, Donna, I don't know. I'm a little winded. Okay, so I'm gonna spin this around like so, and let's do a little bit of stenciling, all right? So here we go, one coat, Looks pretty rustic and charming and well loved, like it's been around forever. Oh, I didn't use the best dang wax brush. So what I was gonna use this possibly was if I didn't get a good line between the two colors, you can take your brush and you can actually just kind of do like this around that area, and it'll just sort of blend your colors. So you can even like swivel it a little bit, just like that, and it'll work your line together so your line isn't so distinct between your two colors. But ours actually looked good. We did good. We were in a good shadowing mood. It's because y'all were complimenting me, I feel certain. All right, so this is the Morocco Stencil, and this project is the first time I'd used it. I thought I'd used all the stencils already, but I had not used this one. So this is it. It's what it looks like. Amazingly goes super well with the new tissue decoupage paper, which is, let me get a sheet of it. Okay, so this is the decoupage paper, you guys. Comes in these sheets just like this. It is called Colorful Tiles, I believe. Colorful Tiles. The thing is, like decoupage paper, it tends to be really thin. This is one sheet, it's really thin. And because it is so thin, it will pick up the color of the paint that goes behind it on the white squares. So the squares that are light like that, if you put this over a black or something like that, it's gonna show through. When you wet it and put it on, it's gonna actually show through. So on mine is the back. If you read my description of the paint that I used, and I said that I used salt water, which is a white from the silk line, I really did. It's behind this. So I had white panels that went down. It was so ugly. It was so ugly. It was all like royal blue, and then it had these white panels. It looked like something out of a nautical shipyard or something. It did not look good. But I knew that I wanted the white to be behind the paper. So when I put the tiles on, they kept their true color. Like, look at that. They kept all of their true color. There was nothing to take away the color behind it. I didn't want to put it over blue. So keep that in mind when you use the tissue papers. Make sure you look and see what colors are on the tissue papers so that you keep that in mind with what you put behind them, okay? So that's that. And then look how cool these look together. Look, see? So cool, right? I mean, they were meant to be. Sue's saying hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy Staples. All right, so let's do a little bit of peekaboo. We are going to use copper and zinc. This is dry. Let's do a little bit. Let's just do it right up here in the corner. Let's do that. So I'm going to tape it in place up here, actually. You could just hold it, but I feel like I'm going to be turning around and talking to you guys. And when you're doing peekaboo or something like that, you don't need to use a stencil adhesive. Y'all get all fancy and y'all like, oh, I need to spray the stencil adhesive. You spray that, then you got to let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes so it can get tacky, and then you put it on. You don't need to do all that. You want to just put it up here, put a little fresh tape on it. Use your hand. It'll hold it in place. You're using wax, not paint, so you don't have to really worry about it running down up underneath. You don't have to worry about, paint, you have to worry about running down beneath that, especially when you're working on a vertical surface. But this is the wax, and so you really don't need to worry about that. So these are the gilding pots, of wax, gilding wax in the little tiny pots. Hold on, where's my little thing? Here we go. I love these little pots, but you got to keep your little tool near you so that you can pop the lid off. So we're using copper. Here's the lid. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And we are using zinc. Love the back of your hair with the ends and oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, Connie. That means a lot coming from a ex-hairdresser. And that's zinc. Connie, I was blonde in high school, right? Well, the older you get, that goes away. And so I highlight all this, but I don't touch the back. So this in the back is my natural color. Already? That's me. That's how dark my hair would be. It's pretty dark, right? It's got dark. Like, when did it get so dark? Thank you guys, thank you. Okay, so I am gonna use kind of fluffy brushes. I'm not gonna use big. I don't wanna use big because I wanna only do small spaces. Now, if I was gonna use, you know, I could use this big fat best dang wax brush if I wanted to do the whole thing, but I'm not. I'm only gonna do a small area. Another little tip is these little pots are small. So if you're gonna be working on a big project and you're gonna be doing this whole area, you're gonna wanna spoon some of this out onto like a paper plate or a bowl that you can actually put a bigger brush into, because these are tiny. So, but because I'm doing tiny space, I can get down into these little pots just fine. I know, the zinc is amazing. You wanna see it again, or do you have it already, Yvonne? It is really pretty. Let me get some out. That's what it looks like out. It's like I call it a gunmetal. It's like a gunmetal blue, I call it. It's really, you know, like a charcoal, but there is black, but this is zinc. So it looks like gunmetal blue to me. What you think? See? So pretty. So we're using these. So I'm using smaller brushes. This is actually a watercolor brush. It's just kind of fluffy. And then also this 1-inch artist brush that I've had forever. So it's got fluffy. It gets fluffy because they get overused and old. I have it and I love it. You have it. Yes, it is beautiful. And I love the way these gilding waxes smell. They smell like almond oil or something. I'm not sure. So I'm just patting this down in that pot like that. Just getting enough on my brush. All right, and then I'm actually gonna take my rag and take a little bit of that off because I don't want any big chunks. There we go. Then I'm just gonna hold this in place. I'm probably gonna put one in my mouth, like that. Just gonna hold it in place, and I'm gonna start up here, and I'm just gonna kind of work it in a circle, just real light, just working in a circle. I don't wanna fill in one whole area, because I actually want to put like touches of copper in there. So there's that. Now I'm going to come in with my copper. Now the copper was a little bright for this project to me, so I actually took the zinc and went over it. And then you just kind of decide at what point you want to bring it back home, how far down you want to go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a little more zinc, bring it out here. I'm gonna run the zinc right over the top of the copper just to kick it back a little bit. It doesn't cover it up completely. It just tones it down a little, which I love it. I love the bright copper, but it looks too new for this piece. Have you done peekaboo stenciling, you guys? Have y'all? I should bring y'all in. I wonder if I'll lose you. I should bring you in. Sometimes if I move you. Sometimes if I move you, I lose you. We'll do the copper again over here. A little bit down here, all the way to the end, just like that. I don't want it to be too perfect, but I do feel like I need to come out this way. I did a lot more on the side than I did on the front, but that's okay because the front had a lot going on and the side doesn't. All right, let's see. Pretty, right? Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. I know. I love it. I love it. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so I will do more. I'll probably do another chunk of another chunk of stenciling, not on the bottom corner down there, but probably about right here. Probably do it about right there. Thank you, Aviance. Hi there. Super easy. I hope you will try it. Not you, Aviance. Someone said it above you. Who said that? Who said that? Laura. I hope you will. Okay, so let's get some patina out, guys. Let's do a little bit of patina, okay? Let me get a small brush and my copper patina. Okay, so I know that I'm going to use copper patina. This is the copper patina. Obviously, I use the copper gilding wax as well. And you can use the Dixie Belle paint. What time is it? You can use this straight up. You don't have to use a patina spray. This is a gorgeous metallic paint. It comes in copper, bronze, and iron. Bronze is like a dark brown, you know, like a bronze statue. Copper is copper, and iron is a black. Gorgeous, very gorgeous metallic paints. But then they have the sprays that go with them. So this is the Patina Spray in blue, and there's also the Patina Spray in green. So the Patina Spray, they've now put on the label, it says Patina Spray for bronze and copper. And then the green spray says, what does it say? Patina Spray for bronze. It says Patina Spray for bronze, copper, and iron. It kind of lets you know what you're going to get the best reactions out of. I use it all. I put a paint on, and I get both sprays in both guns, and I'm like, choo, choo, choo. I just spray, usually both of them. This piece, I didn't want to pull any green. I only wanted to pull the aqua blue. So if you want that bright aqua blue, like you see on the front of this piece right here, you see it? Look how pretty that is. See that right here in the corner? That's not paint. That's the patina reaction. You can see it right there big time. That's the patina reaction. And the way to get that bright aqua is to use the copper with the blue spray. All right, and this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Alrighty, so you need to get your copper paint. Shake it really, really well, and I just used this yesterday, so I don't need to stir it, but you should stir it because a lot of the metallic sediment settles down in the bottom, so you got to get it stirred up really well so you get a good reaction. Otherwise, you're just getting all of the additives and all the goodies are in the bottom. Just use any brush at all, and you just want to put your copper on where you're going to want to accent with. Now you can get super artsy. I've done, just go to my website and put in patina. You'll see lots of projects that I've done patina with, and sometimes I'm super, like I'll spray this with water and I'll let the paint run down. But I always like to make it thick. Like I don't brush it on. I hardly ever brush paint it. I always blot paint it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this right here on the top, just like that, kind of coming down. I'm going to take it all the way over, down just a little bit, and then maybe cover this corner a little bit more. Kind of down. I didn't want this one to be too dirty. I call it dirty, meaning grungy. You know, I didn't want it to be too dirty. But definitely going to get us some good patina going on there. Okay? Just like that. All right, so the trick is you need to let this dry. You don't put your spray on. You got to let it dry. Go wash your brush out. Let this dry. Once that's dry, it only takes about, it's like the chalk mineral paint. It only takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so to dry. When it's dry, you come back. You do, again, same thing. Brush it, same paint, same kind of brush, same action, right over the top of where you've already gone. And while it's wet, while it's still wet, you want to get your little spray top, put it into this. When you order these, it comes like this. The reason is you don't want to store this in your jar. It will clot this up over time, and your sprayer will stop working. And this stays better longer if you keep the actual lid on it. So put your sprayer in while it's still wet with your second coat. This is the trick. You got to do it the second coat while it's wet. You spray with your blue spray. Spray, 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 spray. Now, if you want to let a bunch of drips run down, you can do that. But I did not on this piece. I didn't want to let too many drips run down. So I had a paper towel. And as they ran, I just kind of babysat it until it stopped running. I just kept going with my paper towel. I would just I would just stood there and more came and I just kind of would dot them until they stopped because I didn't want a bunch of drips going down on this piece. I didn't want it, it's angel wings and I've done drippy angel wings, but I didn't want it to appear too heavy. I wanted to keep it just light. So I didn't let any drips run. I just blotted them out. So that's that. You'll come back with your second coat, you'll spray it, and you'll let it run. I'm gonna also do another peekaboo stencil down here, and I'll probably put some copper down around the legs and do the patina spray there as well. One more tip that I want to tell you is if you spray your spray, you put your reactive spray on there, it immediately starts corroding. It will corrode instantly. If you have your brush in your hand and you're like, oh, I've already sprayed, but that spot looks kind of funny, and you take your brush and you go back in it, that's fine. You got to go wash your brush. Don't go back in with the reactive spray and then go, oh, I need some more, and put it in your pot, your paint, because now you've put reactive spray in your paint and it will ruin that it will react that entire jar of paint. So if it's safer for you when you first start your project to pour some of the paint out into a separate bowl so you don't accidentally do that, you don't want to waste your money. So that's that tip. So that's that. That is that. It's that simple to use, guys. Once I finish with this, it's done. I don't have to do a top coat. It's amazing. I hope you guys will try it. Thank you, Amber. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed seeing this up close. If you see it on my Facebook, I would love it if you would like, comment, follow, share it with your friends, tag someone, whatever, share the love. I really appreciate it. I love you, Dixie Belle. Thank you for these amazing products. This has been so much fun. And thanks you guys for letting me have a live tonight so I could actually finish this Armoire and I don't have to feel like a fake, because I was feeling like a fake all day today. I was like, I can't wait to get on there and tell them that it's really not done. Makes me feel better. I have unburdened my soul. Yay. No, I did not do, who's asking me that? Donna. I didn't do it on the tea set, but Friday morning, I have a surprise for you guys. Usually I do coffee talk on my channel at 9 o'clock on my Facebook, but I'm going to be right here on Friday morning, right here on Dixie Belle's page at 8 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time. 8 o'clock a.m. Central Time. I'm kicking off a fun thing we're doing with all the brand ambassadors, and I will be doing a little blip on a tea set and a transfer. So if you really want to see that, I would love for you to join me this coming Friday morning, 8 o'clock Central Time, right here on Dixie Belle's page. All right? Oh, Wendy, you're so sweet. The real deal. You're so sweet. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to head out of here. I am not going to go over to my page. I'm going to head over and pick my daughter up at she's been at cheerleading tryouts all week, so I got to go pick her up. I love you all. I will not be here next Wednesday, guys. We have a little vacation planned for spring break, so I won't be here next Wednesday. I will miss y'all kinda, and then I'll see y'all the following Wednesday after that, and we'll finish up this zebra horse that's sitting over here that we started together last week, okay? All right, I will see y'all Friday morning. Hey, Shell, how are you? Hey, Cindy. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.